Okay, I wanted to just show you something that I've been testing out, and I think would help a lot of different people if they were aware of it. But it's doing webinars online. There's tons of ways you can do it, but I've always struggled with the affordability of it. There's live streaming, all sorts of things, and a lot of times it's the how do you do them with capturing and with registration and sending it back, recording it. And I started to use Zoom. I've used Zoom for meetings online for a couple different, for about a year now, and I really enjoy its its ability to get new people on and its functionality, the share your screen. One of the most used features that I really have enjoyed, its ability to record the meeting if you want. I pay for $10 a month to be able to have longer meetings, but there is a free version for you to try out. But they introduced just about a month or so ago the ability to do webinars. I wanted to just share, I've been doing it at my church, and also for a podcast that I do, socialmedia.church, we started doing live webinars. And so I've been using the functionality, and I got to say, I'm really impressed with it. And it's not that much money considering what you're doing. It used to be, hundreds and hundreds of dollars to be able to do something like this. But the ability to just do it, they have an introduction price for, $50 or $55. And what I like about it is that you used to have to lock in for software. And so you had to spend a lot of money. But since it's just $50 and you can cancel it and you can do it for a month and not like it, I think they have a trial of it, but I've been using it. I really like it. If you go to zoom.us /webinar, you can see prices. But I want to talk a little bit how I'm leveraging it. But definitely, you can request a demo and so forth. But there's definitely a really, really powerful way ministries can do this. So I wanted to show kind of the back end so that you can see a little bit more of what you get. But this is a webinar that I'm doing. And I'll show you how you can do this. But I have about 1,400 small groups, and they're all non-local, so I have a hard time doing training. And so I'm doing a small group leadership training. Created the topic, did description, and then you can have RSVP. So within it, you can create a webinar, some point in the future, and you can send out this link so that people can RSVP for it. So obviously you get an email contact, but now they will automatically get a reminder of the event. So this is huge because now it's all kind of consolidated into one. So to have this link, this public link to send to people, is really helpful, and you can control how much information you ask and so forth. And so we also do this at Social Media Church. We actually have it down here where we do our recordings live now, and so you can sign up. You can see a little bit more functionality. You can control graphics and so forth. But the idea is that you can RSVP. You can also make it public. You can see this is right now. Obviously, we're in the midst of a transition, but typically this would be changed out for this is actually from a previous week. And so there's a lot of ways you can leverage it. I want to show you the back end because this shows as a church what you can do. And so right here on the left hand side, when you log in after you paid for it, you can My Webinars. And let's say if I wanted to schedule a new one, if I schedule it, I can topic it, description, when, how long. Time zone is huge with me. I need time zone a lot because I have groups in all different time zones. I can make it reoccurring. I can have video, no video. Panelist is huge because if I, let's say, have people that I want to be on and they're in a different location, I can make them a panelist and I can send them a different link. And what panelist means is that they have the ability to talk. And so either video or audio. So like, for example, with Social Media Church, Neil Smith is the host of it and I'm a panelist. And so I actually get a different notification that, hey, by the way, you're going to be a panelist on this webinar, reminder to join in, and that gives me a different link. And then you also have the ability at the event, if 100 people are talking, you do have the ability to make any of the participants a panelist. That means you giving them the ability to have video and talk. So so I'll share more about that. And then you can schedule it, and then they give you, so let's say I'll just do, test, I'll schedule it. let's say next Wednesday, schedule it. And so once I schedule it, it's going to have the ability to add it to my calendar. Here's everything. This is where I would start it. But down here is where I have different branding where I can upload different images if I want to be, a little bit more. I can add Panelists. And so this is where I put the name and the email address. And this gives me how many people. Their plan is scalable. So if you have more than 100, you can automatically, it will go up. I can change the registration. I can go in here. I can make, if I just want it to be a public link, that's how it is. I can manually approve people. If I want, I want registration, I can close it at a certain number. I can have different questions. So if I want, more information out of it, what I love about this is that you can create your own questions. So this is a great way to build an email list, of course. So like maybe 20 people sign up for your webinar, but only 10 show up. But now you got at least 20 emails. And so you can add them. You also can record at the event, and then you can send them a recording of it so that, no matter what, they can get the content. And you can have different email settings. And so there's so many things you can do with it. I think it's so powerful. I think for churches, you got to be thinking about ways to leverage your content in non-local ways. So many people are so busy. They got work, they got family, they got kids. And then they gotta, even if they said that they would attend it, maybe that day they had a bad day. What's the likelihood of them not showing up? There's so much. Think about leveraging something like this. For only $50, you can have the ability to do online events in a very personal way. And so you can grow email lists. You also can engage people. Obviously, you don't want everything online, but this is a way. Maybe you do some training. Maybe you do some events and you just test it out. There's definitely some cool ways. I'll show you this on Zoom when you actually do a Zoom call. So let me pull this up. When you do a Zoom call in the webinar, what it is that you're going to have a chat section that all the participants will be in. And so I would suggest if you're doing it, if you're teaching something, I would have somebody there that is the participant. But I wanted to show you a little bit of how this would work. And so this is going to get a little Inception-ish, but this isn't a webinar itself, but what you have the choice of is you're going to have the ability to record. And so what I love about this is that you can record your webinar or whatever, and you end it. When you end it, it will convert it. So depending on how long it is, it will take longer and so forth. So now I automatically have an audio file and a YouTube file. So many times what I do all my meetings on Zoom. I will just upload the video to Zoom, and then there's people I send it later. Hey, if you missed the event, you can do this, or for refreshing, you can watch it. You can do an audio if you want an audio file for lower res. But so many ways to leverage it. I definitely want to ask you. This is a large church resource for small churches. I'm leveraging it in a variety of ways. If you want, you can come to my webinar or check out. Go to socialmedia.church to sign up for one of our live events to see how those work. There's tons of ways you can do it. Anyways, thanks for watching that. If you got a cool idea for how you're going to leverage webinars using Zoom, let me know. And or if you're using a different technology, let me know about it, and I'll add on to this.